Boom. Welcome back to Podcast World, bro. How you feel?
I feel good, man. We done graduated from last year and 2 years ago, so it's a new season, a new beginning, a new name.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
man,
then, bro, I think we should just keep this raw, authentic, like just be truly nothing but ourselves, bro. How we started this shit. But I think if you probably listen to this, you probably listened to us before, or you've been following us, right? I think we want to share like the real, authentic point of view we have on what we call like life as we know it to be right now, and how we approach it and try to play the game. And based on what you saw from watching us or following us or listening to this, you gonna see how we thought about it as we were doing it and as we're trying to do what we're currently trying to do right now. So that's how I want to describe what this is gonna be like and going forward. And how would you describe it, bro?
I would describe it as like in simple terms, like nobody cares about you, nobody sees your value, because unless you have something to produce on this earth plane, unless you have the necessary skills, unless you have the certain level of like acknowledgement, nobody cares. Because if you can't produce something that's valuable that can enhance somebody else's life or they find entertainment, where's your value? Because at the end of the day, bro, this goes for everybody. Your value is dictated by the resources that you can gather, and that's what we're gonna talk about.
Facts, bro. So I didn't even say my name in the beginning, but my name is Zion Asunda. I go by Mansa Musa on social media. I am a tech sales person. I do software sales. I'm in the media. I'm in the fashion. And I just here to share my point of view and introduce yourself, bro.
My name is Zay Hallams. I'm a media marketer and sales mogul. I'm an AI and AI automation sales specialist, and that's just what I do, man. Just trying to make the world like a better place through like my point of view when it comes to mindset, sales, and like AI and marketing. So let's go ahead and get started.
Most definitely, bro. So, like I said, if you probably know us, you know us for probably podcasting, trying to host the event, just being moguls of breaking people together and creating fly shit and interviewing people, right? So, this episode is going to be called Conversations Rule the Nation. And it's going to be more so about what we saw when we were interviewing people, quote unquote, how we like to say, running case studies on people, and the lessons we learned about ourselves and about the world, right? So I would say I came into podcasting as a way to help me develop my communication skills because I grew up in a single parent household as an only child. So I spent a lot of time alone. And through spending a lot of time alone, you don't really develop the social skills you need to, as if you needed if you had a sibling or you had an active social life playing with other kids, because the circumstances put me in a place to where my mama was at work, my dad not here right now, so I gotta stay home alone. I gotta go to sit at this lady house who babysit me, and I gotta be on my best behavior and be meek and follow the rules. You feel me? So when I hopped into podcasting, that shit like helped me learn how to communicate effectively about how I feel when it was just me and you at first, and then start interviewing people to get and learn how other people feel. So that shit, it developed me so much and to learn like you can't afford not to know how to talk to people, because without that, you're not gonna be able to get what you want in this world.
Most definitely. You basically had like a internal perception and then like an external. Like you had an internal intervention and then you was able to have like a intervention with people outside of you that was doing something that they was like inspired like to do. So that really came like a full-fledged moment as in like, dang, I'm not alone, but then it's a game being played in like a sense like what do I want to do with my life? Because everybody's life is different. Everybody has to walk fully in their own individuality. And that's the one thing like I noticed too, like when like I started podcasting, I just wanted to be heard in the sense where like I come from a single parent household, just me and my dad. Mom died when I was 12 like years old, and like bro, just being bullied for having like a speech like impediment from elementary school all the way to like high school. After high school, like I knew if I wanted to be something, I had to work on my talking. Like I need to know how like to talk. I need to know how to express like myself because my father always told me a man who stands for nothing falls for anything. So it was like, bro, it just really gave me the sense where like, okay, cool. I noticed that me believing other people projection of like me, it made me have low self-esteem for a long time. So the podcasting, doing that with just me and you, having people on like our show, going to fashion shows, hosting like the events like the creative class, and it really helped me build up my social skills. But then at the same time, it like because it let me know everybody has self and self like in like just like
Self image.
self image, but self like harm, like infliction, where like everybody thinks that they have social like anxiety or they can't talk
Self
like
limiting beliefs.
yeah, a self limiting belief system. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one who may got some social skills that want to be worked on. So they really just gave me the full like fledged moment to say like nobody is going to speak life into you except because it's up like for you. Nobody is going to really help you get a opportunity because it's up you. You really have to start a conversation. You really have to know how to play word verbiage, use the right verbiage to be looked at as a like dude or like a person that knows what like they talking about as a superior
Authority.
like image. So it's like it taught me the importance of like the wordplay, but like you cannot go in this world without communication. You can't even go on your phone without seeing words. You can't even go on your phone without seeing people talk. So it's like it taught me the simple fact is what character am I willing to play, but how do I want to be presented at the end of the day? How am I going to really articulate myself to get into the rooms and create my own opportunity so I can eat? Because everybody knows, because communication teaches you like the simple fact as in how to hunt. You got to go out here and hunt. But first, it comes down to your words and what you're going to say, but also your mindset and your eyesight. What do you choose to see and what do you want to see with your eyes? But your mind itself, what do you want to visualize? And then once you find that definite chief aim, now you have to talk and communicate and
Damn.
like pontificate. So that's what podcasting taught me.
Facts, bro. I feel like podcasting was definitely a venture that we did that didn't pay financially, but it pays in terms of personal development, right? Because it helped us raise our self esteem. It helped us learn how to communicate effectively. It helped us learn how the art of networking with people. But mostly, it taught us that we can take some shit from our head, go out and execute it, and people will interact with it if we communicate it effectively. And we did that, and we proved that. We got people to come on the show by communicating effectively. We sold products by communicating effectively. We grew our brand and the following by communicating effectively. So by doing that, it's like, okay, podcast shit happened, but it taught me. It taught me how to play the game. So now I know how to play the game. I can just create something better now and put it out, and people gonna receive it better. They're gonna get more value from it, and I'm gonna be able to level up because I'm providing value to people. Because I I was willing to go out and try some shit and look stupid doing it, and it fucked around and worked for me in a way that wasn't financial, but in a way that it taught me how to play the game.
It taught you how to talk the game. It taught you how to look the game. But then it taught you how like to move. Like we had to take, man, sometimes like when you out here trying to experiment and try some shit that you never did like before, it's okay to fall off and fail and dust yourself off and pivot. Like a lot of people don't know how to pivot. Like some people get stuck doing the same thing over and over and over and like over again, knowing that you have to put in some tweaks, you have to put in some like systems in like place so you won't burn like yourself out. And then like the simple thing is like with like the podcasting, people don't know podcasting, you can go broke over that shit. You putting all your money into it, but podcasting itself taught us create a networking space where you're putting somebody in the position to tell them, you know, what do they want to do or what they're trying to do, and what do like they do like for a living. So if you want to learn from them, they giving you free game. They give me
Mhm.
free game. Like when we wanted to sell products, we literally interviewed people that was in the fashion world that had their own brand.
Who was already selling products.
It was already selling products. How do you get a manufacturer list? They giving you the game. How do you set up like a shop? They giving you the game. So that platform, that podcast stuff, it taught us if you want to learn something, have somebody come on your show, interview them, and make them seem like they are the most important person in the world, and ask them the right questions. So if you want to learn about credit, ask them the right questions about credit. So the questions that you want to know, but the people want to know when it comes to AI, business, like, because etc. Ask them questions that you and your audience want to know. So guess what? Now it's a learning curve. Now you don't gotta go on Google. You don't gotta ask Chat GBT. Somebody just gave you the game on a podcast, and now you just take that knowledge and you turn it into intelligence. That's what podcasting showed me, bro. Like it was just all like an experimenting tool, a hub, and then it taught us how like to be men. Like okay, cool. We see how everybody is walking in like a simple fact, as in I'm this person. I help X, Y, and Z people do this and get them to this. But this is who I am. Okay, who are we? Who do we?
Facts. That's the point of this episode. You need to think about who are you. Whoever listens to this right now, who are you? Who do you want to influence? Who do you want to be? What position do you want to make it to? If you're not able to communicate that effectively to yourself first, because that comes from how you think turns into how you feel, and how you feel turns into what you do and become. So you got to communicate that shit to yourself, and you got to go out to the world and communicate it in order to get whatever aligns with that and whatever your desired outcome is. But until you get that and know that you have to go out and talk, you can't afford not to talk. You can't afford not to take the risk. You can't afford not to say what you know you need to say in the moment when you know you need to say it.
Bro,
But
that's a great point because like choosing the title that you want to be, but then embodying that title. If you want to be a credit specialist, how does that person like operate? If you want to be a mega entrepreneur, how does that person like operate? Like you got to go out here, choose a title, embody the title, study the people that's winning, study the people that's moving on how like you want to move, and fail, try again, fail, fail, fail. But bro, to the point where like when you trying something new, when you embodying something, everybody that you walk past or everybody that you're not cool with, that's not on the same path as you, yeah, they gonna laugh at you because you're doing something that has never been done before in your peer circle. But just trust the process. Everybody want to question your journey until you get to your destination. Everybody want to question the title that you want to embody, question the person that you want to be until you get to your destination. Everybody is playing the game so differently where like the podcasting, the entrepreneur, it really showed me the principality of delayed gratification. Because everybody want to start a podcast, but nobody want to get to episode
oh,
100.
100.
Nobody want to get to episode
We
100.
been
A
at
lot of
episode
podcasts
100.
don't get
Go
to
check the
episode
stats.
100. Bro, we did 110 plus like episodes. That's how crazy we like were. But it showed us that we was disciplined to like produce 100 plus episodes on podcasts.
I think that should be the new challenge. I ain't even gonna hold you. How fast can we put out 100 episodes?
This not even like creative lenses TV no more. This is how sales changed my life.
I said it changed my life because we done had to learn how to talk in order to sell ourselves. That's the moral of the story. And I was thinking on how sales changed my life. Part of it is about tech sales, but part about it's about as a young man, because that's probably who's gonna listen to this, or a young person in general. You gotta learn how to talk so you can go out and sell yourself in life and play the
Yeah.
game of life.
Yeah.
That's the lesson I want to be took from this, bro. Because the people who know how to go out and get what they want, they had to be able to communicate it effectively to someone else because everything started out as an idea in someone's own brain. How did they get outside of their own brain and their own head? They went out and they communicated their idea effectively to someone who believed in it, and then got some other, more people to believe in it, and then multiple people took action on it, and it became tangible.
That's right. Taking action and making it become tangible, bro. Because I feel like as a young man, bro, one thing I noticed about being a man, bro, you gotta have a fucking plan. If you don't got no plan, you a dead man out here. A man without a plan is dead, but a man with a strategic plan is ahead. That's what I noticed about the journey that we was on with podcasting and entrepreneurship, playing the corporate game, bro. You gotta be a strategist at all time. And but then important, bro, you gotta make sure you enhancing your skills. Cause if you're not enhancing your skills, bro, you're gonna lose your value. You're gonna get lost in the system of like the game. Even if you try to play like the corporate game, the businessman game, whatever, like you gotta be working on your craft every single day. Because at the end of the day, bro, you gotta know how to hunt, and the game is not over until you take your last breath on this earth. That's
Fast,
when the game
bro.
is over.
Fast,
One thing
bro.
about it, bro, I noticed that when people get to 10K a month or 20K like a month, or when they get their dream job or their dream like college, whatever, people get so complacent. Like, damn, like I did it. But it's not over yet. It's just the beginning. Like every milestone that you achieve, every goal that you see and like embody is only the beginning. You gotta live your life like a phoenix. Like every time the phoenix die, it turns into ash and then it's reborn again. That's how you should live your life. When you
Mm-hmm.
accomplish a goal, be a phoenix, turn into ash, and then be brought back into a new bird and go after a different goal, a different dream. Because it's not over yet, because you haven't left this earth plane yet. You still living.
Still living, bro. I think we should end on that note, bro. Conversation rules the nation, bro. You gotta be able to know how to go out here and talk. You gotta know the difference between the internal dialogue and the external dialogue. And you gotta know you can't accept the cards or the self-limiting belief of being socially awkward, because when you accept that, you damn near accepting where you at already. You accepting constricting yourself. You accepting suppressing yourself. So don't fall victim to that limiting belief. And
Yeah.
that's how I want to end this. You got any last words, bro?
Man, your belief is your behavior. And however your behavior is, that's your belief. And you have the power to program your mind to be anything, to choose anything. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody fails. But it all comes down to, is you will stealing to try again? Is you will stealing to get up? Because the fact of the matter is, the fact that you show up every single day, one day is gonna be your lucky day. That's how I want to end it.
Yes, bro. Peace out, bro. How sales changed my life. Sales Mastery Pro. Zion Assumed Dimension Musa checking out.
Zay Hollins checking out.
All
Peace.
right, bro.